I think the best way in life is not to overthink it, but to figure it out. And what I mean by that is like there is so many times in life where you might not know the exact answer. You might not know the exact thought of what it's going to take to get to what point that you need to get to. But if you are constantly focusing on yourself, focusing on what level that you need to be at, things will figure itself out. But you need to be the one to figure it out. It's not on nobody else. Not on this person, not on your parents, not on anybody else in life, but it's on you to figure it out. Right now in my life, there's a lot of things that I gotta figure out. And I'm reaching a point where, hey, nobody's looking to help me. There's no handouts, there's no nothing. And I gotta be the one to figure it out. And I will. I'm confident, I'm working every day, brainstorming every single day, enjoying every single challenge that life presents me, and I'm constantly just throwing myself and positioning myself to keep growing, to keep getting better, to not only be just okay with just mediocre. I'm constantly challenging myself, and that's what it takes, you know? Like, I know a lot of people don't know exactly what they need to do, how they need to do things, but it just takes just a level of maturity, just a level of resilience, just a level of optimism. Like, I think, I don't know, it's just, you always feel like you have a chance when you're not giving up. Like, you can always feel that there is a chance, always, you know? But too many people just want to get in. They're just so ready to just be done with it. Like life is not easy, and I don't think people that understand how hard life can really be. It's not a space where you just go about your life and just do whatever. Like, there are things and there are spaces that need to be met day in and day out, you know, especially when, you know, people own stuff and they're business owners, and like there's a demand that needs to be met every single day, you know. It's whatever, man, you know. To me, I just see it as like, what can you do? How can you get better? How can you build on what there is to build, you know? And I think the more that you just stay consistent, the more that you just stay with a level of persistence. Like, I think right now, like, I'm in just this crazy, like, space now where the persistent level for me, like, I'm trying to eliminate all distractions. I don't see nothing besides just what I can do to be successful. And it just starts with just me just finding ways, constantly going after it, constantly not being satisfied. Like, it's just so much that I just think about, man. You know, I watch all of these streamers, I watch all of these people, and I know for me, like, there's times you want to do streaming, but then there's times when you know that as an artist, like, I want people to know me for me, you know, and not, you know, what this person's doing. Like, you know, there's times where I love to game, you know, and as I build the identity, obviously, of this platform, and then once the music starts really kicking off, we can go to the gaming. But besides that, it's like, I don't want to build something up to the point where that's my major identity. You know, I don't want gaming to be my major identity. You know, obviously everything is kind of centered around music, and I know, like I said, like, I haven't been able to like showcase my music, a lot of stuff. Like I just been having honest talks because that's where I'm at in my life right now. Like there's no space for studio time. Like I don't have the luxury of that, you know? Still learning how to produce. So it's not like I can just cook up a beat session, you know? There's things that I don't feel confident in front of a camera trying to learn. I know that, you know, it's not about being perfect and I'm not trying to be perfect, but I want to at least know what I'm doing, you know? When I'm in front of the camera and I'm, creating something, I don't want to be wasting people's time because I know time is very delicate. So if I'm just sitting there just staring at a wall, I mean, some people might want to enjoy that, but I think for me, it's like I want to give people an experience every time I'm uploading a video, and every time that I'm showcasing myself, it's supposed to be an experience, that's just how I'm just presenting myself. And as time grows near, and as things just get bigger, we gotta still stay on top of all of these things. And I don't know, I just see so much potential for myself. I see just so much growing and just astronomical, just boom, staying on top of it. And I wanna get better at vlogging. Like that's my challenge. I wanna get better at vlogging. I'm not the most, because I want my vlogs to be raw. I don't want it to be like super over edited. Like I'm going to showcase what I like to watch. I like to watch the semi raw edited, like no extra, like all this cut and then excerpt and then overlay here. Like I don't like that when I'm watching a vlog. I just like, it's weird, but it's just like you like watching people's lives, and it's kind of it's crazy to think, but it's kind of like an escape for me, with the situation in my life. Is like I watch streamers to escape from my current situation and just create a strong enough inspiration, create a strong enough imagination to keep going, and it works. And I know that it's going to still take some time to focus, and that's kind of the hard thing. It's just for me, like figuring it out, like it's kind of like a mantra. When there's so much things that you think about, things that you messed up, being 29 and about to turn 30, and you look at it for that entire decade of the 20s, and it's like, now at this next decade, it's like there's no time for mess ups. Like I think 30s is gonna be like my really prime decade. Obviously, I want to still be just at the top of my game in my 40s and 50s, so on and so forth. Like, I don't want to think that like it stops because I'm reaching a certain age. Like, what I am internally and what I'm going to be working on internally is always going to still showcase, and I'm not letting 1 second of my 30s go to waste. Like, that's what I'm kind of thinking about, just moving forward. It's like, if I can just be somebody that people can look up to and watch and be like, I want to be like that, because, before the social media era, like just the idea of ultimate inspiration anybody can be anything. Like there's no one set model. And I think that's what I'm just trying to go after now. Is like I'm not this traditional model, and I see so much that I can inspire, and I want it to just be through my music as much as I can. And I'm just really passionate about it, and obviously like I want to do different things, but the music is the center, and I allow everything else to create. So figure it out. I gotta figure it out for myself, and I hope you figure it out too.